guys ready for brief?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Also, pardon the lag. It's because we're in the center of town. I've got a lot of shit put down. The elephant's full of supplies that they brought. I actually stacked all that supplies over there to your right, so, you know, top cack.
Oh, nice, man.
And then we've got people in ambient animations and patrols around here, because those are the defending Marines. But anyway, let's get started with Kronos' brief. So, this is just reflecting the current state of operations here on the map. To put it simply, on the bottom right, territory was expanded north as an elephant convoy led by UNSC forces pushed through enemy positions and brought much-needed supplies to the town of Barcelona to strengthen the garrison. The supplies included weapons and medical. Now that doesn't really affect you guys too much because Oni has deep pockets, but only for its guys, but I digress. Furthermore, to the next slide, the other call signs are currently working on restoring the southern base at Fort Romeo to use as a base of operations, leaving the airfield on the bottom right of the map to be used by pilots as an R&R point. This will let us strike anywhere on the area of Madrigal more easily with the main Marine boyos, and from there they'll be getting different tasks. But I digress. Let's get into your objective. So, this guy, who I don't even remember his official name, so we've been calling him Mr. Black, was extracted in critical condition by some Oni operatives yesterday afternoon. He was extracted from a facility over at grid ref, let's see, 059993, around that area on the right side of the map. His cover was blown because the innies have been using supplies captured from factories to mine into and demolish security measures within Oni complexes and receive Oni intel as well as other classified projects. This, of course, being a bit of a concern based off of what was stored here. Marked on your maps are multiple different Oni facilities that we will be keeping track of throughout the campaign. Now, your AO today is this area. It is towards our right on that area of the map, and it concerns facilities Omnicron and Epsilon. The reason for this area is because, let me go to the next slide, our man here we're calling Mr. Charles. The previous guy was Mr. Black, I believe. If I named him wrong, I apologize, but this is Mr. Charles. We have him over here as well. He is one of our embedded Oni agents that would know quite a bit about what's going on, but he has been... A, we believe he's compromised, and B, he's been very, very hard to track. Mr. Black's intel has pointed him to two possible locations, both being facilities Omnicron and Epsilon. So today, you're going to be reconning those objectives. Here is Epsilon, and the other is Omnicron. Note that they are both facilities which will probably be heavily guarded, and they will have a large garrison. So, some additional intel from Mr. Charles that he could, Mr. Black. He was beaten within an inch of his life, but he kept a backup on a data pad that the Oni agents also recovered. Mr. Charles, has been being moved around in this type of truck. It was originally his vehicle that he used to bring supplies around the area of Madrigal, but recently they've been using it more of an impromptu prison. So, you know, that little black crate on the back. But if you find this vehicle at Epsilon or Omnicron, this is a good indication that he is actually at that facility, most likely deep underground within it. So, to go back to, I believe it was slide 5. Your objective today is to recon both of these facilities and try to find a PID on this truck. Again, I have it for reference back here. Once you properly identify it, we're going to leave it to the Oni spooks to hit the compound at a later date, probably in the morning. But you are going to then proceed to move to the other facility that this objective is not at and conduct another botched raid. I will give you instructions based on which facility it is. Furthermore, we will probably hit nearby locations depending on which facility it is. Again, I will give it to you over radio, but in order to distract, as the main force combined with Oni Spooks hits the AO that Mr. Charles is at and hopefully extracts him. Your actions will help distract innies in terms of they won't know where exactly we're hitting. And if we have you guys hit a specific area, naturally they'll think that we're trying to hit that place, reinforce it, and possibly pull extra forces away from the place we actually want to hit. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick.
All right. Save questions for the end. Other things to note, there are 2 blue dots on the map. We've been working with allied marines from the garrison of Barcelona and making some small drop sites. I'll get to a PID description of them in a second, but those 2 blue dots represent some rubber dinghies that are out and have a bit of fuel in them. To the innies, it just looks like an abandoned boat, but, you know, it's something you can use to get around because we understand there's a river dividing these 2 facilities. Next notes, if I were to go up to, I believe it's slide 10, that's 9. So, just a reminder, the garrison at Barcelona is using marine gear. They are the guys defenders. You can see a few of them out in patrol right outside this little HQ building, and there's a few pilots talking on the right. They're also out in the field right now doing some utility work and patrols around the town of Barcelona. Do not fire upon them. They are friendly. Additional notes, if in case you see them, these are what the Allied forces look like that are currently supposed to be at Romeo.
Hoggers, Hologlap.
1 second. Thank you. 1 second. So, if you see anyone in this type of armor, any Spartans in that type of armor, any friendly ODSTs, try not to fire on them. We do believe, based off of some helmet cam footage, that there are some hostile Marines in a different camo working with innies. We're trying to get more information on that, but for now, anyone in marine gear is, don't fire unless fired upon. And then, on a final note, the logistics officers are still around. If you see anyone wearing a black beret, they are targets of opportunity to either capture or kill. Capturing them will probably get us more intel out of them, but if you kill them, they might have a data pad, and you can loot that for intel. Do you have any questions?
No.
Yeah, just one from me. Just a bit of clarity for myself. So if we were to find the truck in, let's say, Epsilon,
Yes.
we would then be raiding Omicron as a distraction, correct? Or vice versa, depending on where the truck is.
Correct. We will be raiding the opposite area, again, to kind of throw them off. According to intel from Mr. Black, both of those facilities have been broken into. So we believe if we freak them out at one facility, they'll go and heavily reinforce it because both contain some stuff that I cannot discuss with you due to your pay grade. Any other questions?
Negative. You said you'll be in contact on radio whenever needed.
Yep, I'll be on 5-0. I'll get on that after you guys drop. Your pods are over there, by the way, in the hangar. It's really just an excuse. Space elevators right here, so you just get taken up and dropped. You can choose wherever you want to go. Also, areas as north as the Yenny supply cache and as south as Epsilon and the Laredo base are all garrisoned for the sake of this operation. So if you want to do recon and mark, enemy assets, structures, and shit, that gets rolled over to the Marines in the morning for their operation. So, because you guys are recon, technically, so.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Technical standpoint, did you fix one tap? Do we need to check for that or no?
I mean, I'll never say no to an excuse to shoot you, so.
Good.
I think we're all good.
Yeah.
Should we check you, Liru, just in case?
Nah. I'm set to invincible.
Ruin all the fun.
Of course I just say that. I'm not actually set to invincible, but I am now, so yay.
God damn it.
Okay, JK, I actually just set myself to invincible after healing all of you. Alright, we're good.
Alright, we'll head over to the pods. I'll let you know when we're gonna launch.
Yep.
A bit. Come on, guys.
5-0, radio check.
Lima Charlie.
Entrance is on the other side.
You think I'd remember that by now?
Yeah, it's okay. You're special, I get it.
Oh, that's right. You don't have your new picture. That's right. Yeah.
Mass Effect Opposition just got purged off the workshop. Oh, that's pretty funny. With the 506, we don't use the Steam version. We use localized version, so it's it doesn't matter really. Anyway, Savage Barbarian, thanks for the 9-month resub. Sorry, man, I had to finish my brief. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. So, everything's been garrisoned. I didn't do these areas because there was no need, because they're probably going to drop, you know, somewhere around here. I've got some Marines defending these 2 checkpoints, and I got 2 Marines out here just doing stuff. This guy's ambient animation does make him move. But let me set up my final details here. So global 90, 35, 50, 50, and then side. Change side relations. Make sure the radio message is off because I don't want to tip them off. Blue 4, no, Op 4 is friendly to Blue 4. This is so I decide when Op 4 engages Blue 4 dudes. So, we got both positions here. For the sake of this operation, the vehicle is at this position.
This is Cronus 1 Romeo, getting ready to launch now, over.
This is Highcom, roger, good luck, out. So, I'm going to have them basically come over here, raid this area. They can come down, hit these guys if they want. They can also hit this supply cache. I'll be bringing reinforcements with my custom units as I see fits. But, you know, I've got everything heavily garrisoned. I've got turrets, I've got statics, I've got, you know, tanks, bisons, things that, you know, they can recon out if they so choose. Some of it will get rolled over, some of it will not.
This is just weird, because, like, I haven't actually had to manage my inventory in such a long time, because I've had the, infinite backpack. Yeah, because remember 89th allows you to low client size, so I've had infinite backpack on.
Cag.
So I haven't had to actually manage my inventory forever.
So I'm actually gonna... They're gonna drop right on top of these guys. Quiet, just can't catch a break. She got put in the corner. I don't know why. It's only with these guys that the pods glitch out. Within TSB, we have never had a pod out glitch. So it's weird to see that. It's something with their mod set. You know what I mean? Just gotta work with it, but... We'll wait till she, Player, quiet. So I'm gonna say these guys would have heard that. Jesus fucking Christ. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
We're just fixing this radio tower. Let's calm down.
I didn't know fucking our friendly forces were only out here.
Yeah, we're fixing comms, man. Then we hear a fucking clane in the back. I go to check it out, and two hell jumpers? Three? I thought I heard three Banes.
Well, the third
Oh,
one.
there's the
hasn't,
third.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, I've just been watching these idiots over here. As fucking Jimmy tries to fix it, but he keeps kicking it, so I keep telling him that's the problem. They've just been moving in and out of this position. There's occasionally a warthog or two that drive by in this area, so...
Have you seen a box truck come in and out of this area?
We've only been here for an hour. I haven't gotten too low, so I couldn't tell you if there's any vehicles down there, to be honest. But the Pelican takes off on occasion.
Alright, well, I'm gonna...
Takes off? Just random.
I'm gonna climb your radio tower and try to, bang it up there.
That's gonna piss Jimmy off, but okay.
He looks like he's pissed enough as off enough as it is.
Jimmy's
So, give him a
retarded,
warm
so...
welcome, shall we?
I know you can hear me right now, Jimmy, but you're retarded.
Pelican itself, does it fly off in the same direction each time, or
It heads north.
it's north?
Speak of the devil. Though I don't think that's the... Doesn't sound... Oh, fuck.
It's a Hornet, shit, okay. Careful on the tower, there's a Hornet taking off.
On the way. On the way.
Southeast. Has the Hornet taken off before?
I didn't know there was a fucking Hornet down there. Like I said, I haven't had eyes on, you know, what's specifically down there. I've just been watching the Pelican. We're just supposed to fix the fucking comm positions so we can get better broadcasts with our radios wherever the fuck people go. But I know we're not sending Marines out, so I assume it's for weirdos like you.
Does it match the description?
What matches the description?
Nothing, don't worry about it, give me a second.
I'm telling you, Jimmy, it's fucking Oni people.
Right, essentially, yeah. There's a few suspicious box trucks going around that we have a particular interest in. Have you seen a red one with a red front with a black box?
Liru, I want my goat back.
Never seen that before, but you know, like I said, I can't see down there. Knight, thanks for the $6.90. Can you put it in chat, please? I'm sorry, I'm trying to work with these guys. Wait, what? I mean, I've literally been hiding behind this bush, so whatever I can see, like what you can see right now is what I can see. I haven't gone down there to recon because, well, I want to make sure Jimmy doesn't get fucking jumped because there's battle jumpers around.
There's battle jumpers around.
Yeah, you know, the fucking armored boyos. You see them once in a while. But those are basically their ODST equivalent, and they like to, you know, fuck around.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them. Are they patrolling the area or like just around that base?
No, I haven't seen any tonight. I'm just saying that they're in the AO, and we see them once in a while. I haven't seen any personally, but, you know, that's what's been going around the grapevine. Hey, Liru, figured I'd stop using bits. Turn 18 in 2 days. Hey, nice!
We'll be out your head
MD,
soon,
hope you
once
keep
we're
enjoying
there.
everything, man. I'll see you in 2 days, maybe.
And then you
Happy
can get
birthday,
back
though.
helping Jimmy.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Copy.
And if you've got
One more thing. We did hear a fucking loud-ass engine sound. It left to the north. That sounded like a fucking, like, bison or scorpion, but I wouldn't be able to tell you which.
Alright then, thank you, friend.
Yeah, no problem.
Right.
Copy. Solid copy.
Wait, what's going on now? There will be no yiffing on my okay, never mind. I'm not gonna read chat anymore. That's enough for me. Alright, I'm gonna have the Pelican leave.
Understood. Copy.
Hey Jimmy, that thing's taking off again.
Liru, I want my goat back.
Yeah, right, oh night, cause why not? $6.90.69. Thanks for everything, man. Have a great birthday, and I hope you keep getting a kick out of the ops, man.
Copy that.
No way, you're actually done? Fine. Let's fucking go then.
Roger.
Better than getting jumped by a battle jumper anyway. Jimmy, turn the fucking light off, you piece of shit.
You guys,
God.
thanks for repairing the comms tower. Have fun.
Yep. Don't do any spooky boy Actually, never mind. Just you do you.
On the way.
Ah, boy. Yeah, what's he just wearing?
Let's go.
Why the fuck would you put a guy with a shotgun on top of there?
I'm gonna spook him.
Solid copy. Roger that. Copy that. On the way.
Got a group of battle jumpers start moving up here, just to, you know, confirm the rumors. They should be long gone. Otherwise, they're just getting some recon info. They marked the Hornet going south, but then I just looped her back. So yeah, they're just getting the recon data on it, and then they'll move on. Yeah, quiet's on the ground. Dude, that's the sex number, cack. Yes, yes it is. Pet. Fucking hell. You're the most consistent streamer YouTuber I've watched for a little over a year. I think it's more your personality than the ops, but you do run ops. I don't seem fun to watch. To be honest, I think my personality's kind of shit, but I'm glad you like it. It's more so just doing ops, you know? Having fun. Trying to diversify what I do in Arma to get, you know, a little taste of everything. And if I like it, I keep going. If I don't, I just move to the next thing. But, you know, it's all just about giving people fun ops to do. I'm just chilling. Yes, we did cause in Malin's op a fucking nuke to go off and possibly World War III. It's great. Oh yeah, we had a lot of gift subs go off yesterday, so you might have gotten it there. I don't know. They're gonna go around and recon. I'm gonna probably set up a Warthog to start patrolling around so we can get that thing going. Insurrectionists, let's go cars. Let's get a MG Warthog.
Ready. On the way.
I'll have her pull up like that.
Copy. Roger that. Wilco. On the way. On the way. On the way.
Just move that to right there. These guys do have night vision optics. And they're pretty deadly. Well, Malin, I'm claiming it started World War III, because nukes, yay! Otherwise, this is probably just going to be a small-scale op. They'll go radio into 50 when they want to, but they've got the position down. I think they're still doing recon on it. I don't know. Yeah, they confirmed the box truck. At least I hope they did. I don't really have an interest in DayZ right now. Maybe later, but not at the moment. Just gonna slowly ease into stuff, make a real full-time schedule or something. This op will probably go for another hour, hour and a half. It's meant to be a nice little, you know, recon operation for these guys. And then, of course, anything they mark will be rolled over to the next TSB Monday op within this campaign. And their actions also affect the campaign. If they do things right, it goes well. If they do things wrong, things get a little messy. Not unbeatable for the TSB community, because that would be a bit retarded that they'd be punished for another group's mistakes, but it makes it more dynamic, in my opinion. When's the next Warcraft 3 drunk stream? Thursday night. Will you play Contact DLC? Yes. The Bohemia actually sent me a key and expressed their regards, so yeah, we'll be playing that Thursday. Pretty much for most of the day. I'll play through the entire campaign, give my thoughts, stream it, of course, and then we'll do just some drunk Warcraft stuff. Honestly, if DayZ's gotten good as you guys say, then I'll go give it a shot. But it's gonna be a while, because I want to iron out everything I'm doing right now. I just got all my Discord changes done, so I made TSB's Discord a lot easier to micro through, because some people were complaining, so I fixed it. But I've got still a lot of ops I want to set up. I'm only about 20% done with what I want to get done. So that's probably going to take me the rest of the week and weekend. And then there's the branch out stuff I want to do. So I got to ease myself into the 506th, for example. I've got to finish the entirety of the 700th campaign I'm working on that we've seen the first op being prepped for. And they're doing an Orbita Crusade campaign, which is separate, which I may or may not stream my perspective. It's literally like DND, but with Arma concepts. So like it's DND, but we do the battles in Arma. So it's that level of cool, you know? And then I want to get into Arma Stalker and get some guys and do a thing of that. And then I want to, you know, start getting back into Warcraft stuff, because that all kind of faltered while I was on vacation. And, you know, back into some Homeworld Cataclysm stuff. And then I'm playing some 7 Days to Die on the side with a few friends. And then some people have asked, I might go into FK and do a mission or two a week there, because I want to try some super casual 70-person operations, you know? There's a lot of stuff I want to kind of poke my head in, but I guess I'll add DayZ to the list. And then, you know, Borderlands 3 is coming out, and I want to get it a bit back into Days of Escape from Tarkov, excuse me. There's just a lot of stuff I want to try and organize, but I only have so much time in the day. I've been waking up. Actually, no, today I slept in. Today I slept in till like noon and then started working. But, you know, for the past, ever since I've been back on, what, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, I've been waking up at around 6. And then coming in here and working on ops and stuff to kind of catch up, because I was supposed to get back last Tuesday. So, you know, from there, it's just a matter of trying to get stuff done. So these guys I can delete. I'll let these guys form up here, then they're going to get a trail, and I'm going to have them, like, follow the ODSTs around. We'll see if they get up to the boat. Daisy has a stalker mod, keck. But, you know, there's a lot of projects I want to do. And then there's the Zeus Encyclopedia, which I had to put in a locker that I want to make. You know? There's just so much. I only have so much time in the day, you know? But I want to keep working on stuff. Just takes time. Player-based rules are one on anything. Well, in that campaign, I'm actually playing on the ground. I'm not being one of the Zeuses. So, it's more interesting for me because, you know, I get to see what, I think, 3 different DMs/Zeuses, including one of them being the head guy of the 700th, you know, what they've been cooking up for literally 4 months. And then there's a special project I'm working on for the 506 that'll debut in November. Something to do with Fox Hill. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going forward. A lot of stuff I've set up all the way to about January-ish of next year. And, you know, we'll just be going forward. Diggs, were you the guy that messaged me last night? I'm gonna be a little mad, because I told you, message me in the morning and I'll give you some snapshots. Diggs. Fucking hell, Diggs. Alright, after this stream, I'll send you some snapshots of how to set up a proper respawn in Eden, okay? God damn it, Diggs. I was wondering, there was something in the morning that kept gnawing me, like I'm supposed to do something, I just couldn't remember what. That's why I tell people, always message me a bit later, because, you know, I have so much to do, I forget.
On the way. On the way.
These guys are going to really track them, but they're going to get to that boat.
Copy. Roger.
How long does it take to come up with a mission? It sounds very complex. That's one of those things where it really depends on the person. For me personally, I can come up with a concept, bang out a campaign, and write a bunch of charts for, like, weapons and stuff, and gear, and, like, faction descriptions. I can get that done in 30 minutes if I'm in the right mood. If I force myself, it takes me a lot longer, because, you know, writer's block is a thing. But, for example, in Greece, I literally spent 2 hours, and I banged out 5 campaigns. In 2 hours. Literally sitting on a beach chair, perfect weather, perfect temperature, and just wrote as I sunbathed. And then there were some times in Greece where I'd sit down in front of my notebook and I would just shake my head and go do something else. So it really depends, but I will say, compared to other people, I think I'm a bit better at coming up with stuff. No, actually, that's not the term to use. Quicker. Quicker would be the better term. Not better, because honestly, any concept can be great on paper. It's more so, since I have so much experience with this game, I can you know, come up with everything quicker. Like the Task Force Aegis campaign that we'll be doing starting next Friday for the public ops. That's going to be really interesting. But it's you know, it's a two faction campaign, you know, AAF and NATO working together. And then I made 12 missions, did some field research in Greece about it to write up everything, made some gear charts for what the FIA are going to use as the missions progress, wrote in some ties to CSAT, and I made all of that in like an hour. But it's a really intricate campaign. But, you know, as you play more Arma and get more comfortable with how the game works, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. You'll figure things out. Cuz I'm not the best at this game. I don't think I am. People tell me I'm decent. We'll go with that. Yeah, faster. That's a better word for it. Yeah, Malin saying the Iranian op had about 18 hours of research and 3 hours of making the actual mission. Malin, did it have 20 hours of testing, though? It has to have 20 hours of testing for it to be an official TSB op. You know this. I didn't even get to go to Limnos because we couldn't find any available flights. And the ones that did go, we'd have to have like 2 layovers, and it just wasn't worth it. I mean, to me, I would have done it, but you know, girlfriend didn't want to. Just don't give Liru a helicopter, cack. How do you come up with some small-scale stuff? I mean, this is all small-scale. This is, what, 3 people? Granted, I already had this campaign down for TSB, and then these guys wanted to do stuff. I'm like, how about I just write you into the campaign? But small-scale stuff, I will say, is harder for me to come up with because I have to get a lot more detailed because there's a lot more you can put into the server and it's gonna, you know, not lag as much as if you had 30 people and you did it, the server would lag like shit. But if you had only like 8 people in it, like my tier 3 ops, then it would be pretty good. But definitely I want to say the small scale stuff gets the most attention. But it's more so just building the mission and thinking of, you know, plans A, B, and C because that can happen. But I mean, this is also why I kind of want to go play a few ops in FK, because I had a buddy streaming in there today, and they had like 80, they had 70, around 70 people. They had an Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Echo, they had a helicopter crew, they had a ground command, and that was like, you know, 60, 70 people in a realism op. TSB, we rarely have those numbers, but, you know, I just want to kind of try it, just to see if I like it or not. And if I do, I'll probably do something like it once a week. Maybe twice. Depends what I can fit in. But for the Tier 3 campaign coming up, it's going to be all Far Cry 5 themed. Based on how well I know the T3s perform, though, I think it's only going to be like 5 or 6 missions. I want it to be like an 8 mission thing, but it's probably only going to last 5 or 6 missions, because those guys... T3s are a step above the average Arma player. Like, definitely. They're pretty powerful players. Yeah, these battle jumpers, they're gonna lose the shun. And even then, they're gonna get up to the beach and not find them, but yeah. So, the trick is making a campaign that's balanced for them, but, you know, the enemy faction only has infantry, technicals, some bulky VIPs, which I'm getting into scripting to kind of boost their health with haste. And fucking planes. Like, that's it. That's all they have. So it's just making all that work. And then Fields of Bliss and all this other fancy stuff. I'm doing some experimentation with some mods to make it work. But we'll see how it goes. Do you know the definition of insanity? Honestly, that's what Zeusing is. But it's not really insanity because the player base will always do it differently every single time. It's kind of cool. So I am going to teleport over and attach myself to these guys and try to see what's in their mindset. So we'll
I have
attach
2
to Ed
fans
here.
currently because it's that warm.
So we'll have a listen into what the player base is going through.
Yeah. Thing is, you guys have got less insulation in your houses than I do.
Azarian, I would look in the Discord, just do ! Discord, and there's a channel in there that says tier system, and it goes through what each tier is and how to get to it. Really, it just determines what Liru op you can play, because every other Zeus, except for Sniper Wolf, doesn't follow the tier system and lets T0s in. Sniper Wolf being the exception because he has one slot on Saturdays where it's only tier 3s and above. Because it's another one of those
I
ops.
really don't like.
Hey,
this
Vesper, how was the op,
Reconnaissance
man? I
facilities
watched the
got
first
really-
half. I heard Bravo kept staying in open fields and everyone else kept getting wiped. Vesper and I were playing 7 Days to Die earlier today, too.
Yeah, we're just surrounded by marshland apparently.
Yeah, it was alright? Cool. Yeah, so like T3s also, they get hosting rights for trainings and ops if it's available. They get their own private ops, and I mean,
recon for the
4s
south a
are
little bit.
like junior admins essentially too, but you know, it's also bragging rights.
Which dude?
So the entrance to this base is actually down here.
Oh, that's more than close. That's more than comfortable.
I think this patrol's retarded.
Copy. On the way. Understood. Copy that. On the way. On the way. Will tow.
Does that fix them? No, they're under combat for some reason. How are you under combat? Because I set people to friendly. That actually makes no sense, because if they're set to combat, then these guys should be set to
There's
combat.
a patrol running the outskirts of the town to our south, but it doesn't appear to be coming up the hill.
But, that's so... Arma's weird. Like, there's no reason they should be set to combat, and yet they are. Keck. How many of your tier 3s and up players are veterans and stuff? If you mean actual vets, I don't know that number, because most people don't share that info, to be honest. Not even in a community like the 506 do people really share their vet status. It just...
Not quick enough, apparently.
It just comes up with certain people, you know, who are of that status. What is your most interest in the Contact DLC? I think the thing that drives me to it most is the scripts I'll see in single player that I will then rip and then use in my multiplayer ops. An actual excuse to have floating shit. I can't wait.
Fuck, is it on? Oh, fuck.
Vess, I'm gonna be honest, by the time I get you the mod set, I think they're gonna be done. Because all they have to do is hit this position, and then if they radio to me, I can give them more, and then a place to fall back to. But, you know, this was supposed to just be like a quick hour and a half operation. We're already like 45 minutes down.
Boy, you were always my favorite RTO.
Yeah, see, Malin knows that. I personally don't know that information on the top of my head.
Quiet, please.
You know?
Don't, like, run off.
Yelling at quiet, not to run off, Keck.
Okay. Hang on, is the facility, like, inside the ground?
So I think they're starting to figure it out, because it's this top area, and then there's an entrance back here where the
Fuck's
road
sake, we're gonna have
ends.
to get real close, aren't we?
But it's okay if they aggro this facility, because that's what they're supposed to do. They just don't know it yet. There is a kinky club on Altus, yes. While I was in Greece, I wasn't able to go in these strip clubs, though, because Bloodwing said no. And the taxi drivers aren't really friendly to tourists, so couldn't go on my own. No, so any patrol will stay, normally it'll stay aware and fire at will. They'll only go to combat if they see the enemy.
There's a
However, in the
bunker
beginning
to
of the
the
op, I
north
set
west
op
of our
4 and blue
position
4 to
on the other
friendly.
hill.
They, of course,
I
don't
know
know
if that
that.
could provide more.
I just do it for utility thing because I
appear
want
to
to
be
decide
occupied
when
by
first
insurgents.
contact starts. Because nothing's more infuriating than you being stealthy, like down here, and then through the rock, for whatever reason, this patrol will aggro because they see, like, the tip of your gun sticking out when these guys don't even have night vision. And yet, you know, to them, because they're AI, they have, you know, detection radiuses and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're not running VCOM on this mod set. So it's the vanilla variables, and it gets messy. So I set up when things go happen. Why not rent a car? Malin, that's because I don't, you need an international driver's license, and I don't have one. I could just literally submit a paper. Like, when you have a driver's license, you can just submit a paper to AA or AAA or whoever the fuck does it and pay them $35 and convert it to an international, but Bloodwayne and I didn't know that, so... Keck. No, because it's because you can't hand them a U.S. driver's license and say, hey, I want a car. It has to be a quote-unquote international. Because of reasons.
Phoenix's idea of
How you doing, Will? It's been a long time. I've been meaning to drop by. And now back to the operation.
I've got lights on the other side of that rock there.
They might have. Yeah, no fuckers.
Just to our northwest.
It's my bro in the other room. It's been alright. I've been running a small Saturday thing just to teach my friends the game. Nice, Whale. Oh, man, Whale, you missed it. The other day, OBS literally, like, shit the bed, and that was fun to reinstall it 5 times to make it work again. Ah, man. At this point, I play with 9 or 10 units, and I think I have a problem. 9 or 10 units? Fuck, that's more than me. Congrats. You can handle all that. I probably wouldn't be able to handle that much. I mean, fuck, I work with TSB, 506, 700th. Once in a while, do stuff for the 74th, but I don't count that. These guys, once a week. So I'll count that one. So that's 4. And then... yeah, that's it right now. But, you know, there's multiple sub-player bases within each group, so I usually bump it up to 5 or 6. But, 9 or 10.
I'm
crazy.
gonna go a bit west and try and recon that light source.
No, well, even with the backup settings, it was fucked up. It's because, I accidentally filled up my,
That's the plan.
my, storage, my hard drive. And, after I did that, even when I cleared out space, it just kept glitching out. Like, it wouldn't save the files in there. So what I ended up having to do was tell it to go send them to a different file, and then save it, and then send it back to the drive it was supposed to, and that fixed it. So it was just being weird. I didn't have to redo everything from scratch, though. Thankfully not. It was just I had to find that to fix, and then after I fixed that, after like 5 other things I tried, it worked. Yeah, it was just... OBS is a weird beast sometimes, man. It's like Arma. You get random tech issues, and you can't solve them. So these guys are getting close. There is a light patrol here. Now, if this patrol is fucking working properly, which it looks like it is, actually, it'll come around, and then we can aggro, and then shit'll hit the fan. So Ed is going way off from these other two guys.
How close to the beach are you guys?
Yeah, he's going off there thinking they're over there, but in reality, they're up here. This patrol is going to loop right around. I'm going to be relying on going to daylight optics and seeing if they aggro on him. Well, I agree with you. AI without VCOM at night are blind as bats. That's why I have these lights. But they have a certain range, like all the way to out here, where it like really peters off that they'll still detect you. So like just at the very edge. Also, we have it moonlit right now. So the AI are just really weird with spotting. That's why, again, I have Blue 4 and Op 4 set to friendly, because I will decide when they aggro against each other. Because you don't want the AI aggroing for whatever reason, because you can't take that back. And it's stupid. Oh, that was another thing, Chow. All of them were manual. I think I only know, like, 2 people that know how to drive a manual car in real life that are of my, age. Like, bro, do you know how to drive a manual? Yeah, like, they don't teach us that. So Phoenix might be third-person cheating to get eyes on, but whatever. Well, okay, Vesper, you live in the UK, though. It's more common there. Like, honestly, one of those 2 people I was talking about, one of them is British. Yeah. James Robert William Maximilian Hughes. Like, fuck's sake, I love that guy. But, you know, most Americans, you don't really see it. Manual's nicer, in my opinion. I know, like, but you generally have to look in the States for a manual. It's... it's America. We're lazy. More common, it's fucking 99% manual over there in the non-free land. All I'm saying is in Greece, everything was a manual. Like, the only thing that weren't manuals were electric smart cars. Like, hot damn. That's another eye-opener, you know, of the world. I wouldn't say America's free right now, but then again, that's getting into politics. I hate politics. Politics are stupid, and I don't like talking about them. Because I think we're all just fucked in the end anyway. So let's see what these guys come up with. Again, this is where they're supposed to hit, but they already marked the boxcar in the other objective. But let's see, they've marked some of the stuff up there. Yeah, they marked the boxcar there.
Come on, this is Kronos 1 Romeo, copy.
This is Highcom Sun Traffic, Kronos 1 Romeo.
The description of the truck, it is 100% a black box with a red truck front, isn't it? Over.
I'm gonna say this. The color is client side, but it's a black box in the back. I didn't clarify that in the brief, so it's just a boxcar.
Solid copy.
Sorry, it's one of those things I forgot about with vanilla Arma, and then I checked it mid-op, and I'm like, oh yeah, it does that, so that's my bad.
Alright. In that case... Actually, wait, never mind, break.
So yeah, colors of vehicles, of the civilian vehicles in the base game are client side, which people agree with me is one of the most annoying fucking things in Arma, because you'll tell someone, hey, contact by the red off-road, and there'll be 2 off-roads there, and then the guy will say, what off-road? None of them are red, and you're like, what? But that one's red. And he's like, no, it's green. It's like, what the fuck? Malin, colors client side. Look it up, Malin. Some of the colors for vehicles is client side. It's ridiculous. It is so fucking stupid. Yeah, civilian vehicles only, thank fuck, but that's why I had for a long time, I would put civilian vehicles in towns, and then I stopped doing it because people told me in debrief, it's annoying as fuck to tell someone, hey, it's by the red car, or by the yellow car, and then someone goes, what yellow car? It's green, or black, or orange for me. It's like, fuck. It's so stupid. So there's some models of civilian vehicles I have started putting back into towns, like the Glob Mob vehicles. Some of those aren't client side.
This is Kronos 1 Romeo, how copy?
This is Highcom Sun Traffic.
HICOM, we believe we have found the designated box truck at facility Epsilon. Due to moments of colour blindness, we went over and checked facility Omicron and have not been able to locate the truck. Are you able to patch into the feed from Epsilon and see if we actually got the truck you're looking for? Over.
This is HICOM. That is a negative on patching feeds. We're going to just go with that because, according to intel from Mr. Black, it was just a boxcar truck. It's an older model, and they don't really make those compared to the new Warthog models, so we'll take that for intel. Break. You said you saw it at Epsilon, correct? Over.
Yeah, solid copy, saw it at Epsilon.
Affirm. Have you moved into Omicron at all? What's your current position? How copy?
Be advised, we are currently probably about 100 meters out from one of Omicron's entrances. Over.
Affirm. That's perfect, Romeo. Be advised, break. We're going to commence phase 2 of this operation. We're going to try to throw them off that we are going to task spooks to hit Epsilon. Break. I'm currently pulling up the data around Omicron. I would make 2 recommendations for your raids. The first, obviously, would be Facility Omicron itself. You can either hit the top deck area where they land vehicles, or you can hit the entrance to the north, or break. There is also an any supply cache close by that was picked off on intel from the Marines' Elephant Convoy. You could hit either, both, whatever you feel is comfortable, but let's send them a message and try to spook them. How copy, Romeo? Romeo is just radio man. So, if they start moving up to this position, we'll do stuff. I don't have the inside of that garrison. Last call sign, this is HICOM. Be advised, it is absolutely imperative that you do not enter Omicron facility. It's above your pay grade, and it's just a poor excuse for me to say I don't have it all garrisoned, and I'm too lazy to do it for the sake of frames. How copy?
Solid copy, HICOM.
I'll give you the real reason when we have this many people, because if this is a massive facility. If I were to get this all garrisoned, it would, there's a lot of custom stuff I want to put in here for lore stuff later on, but I don't want these guys to clear it yet because that would kind of break the order of how I do things. Furthermore, there's another 5 squads I want to put in here, and I was already getting like 25 frames at base, and I didn't want to really degrade it anymore. So, fun stuff. What's breaking exactly? I don't even remember what I said what was breaking. Breaking immersion, breaking what? Pauses, I don't know. Oh, break is what I say to take a breath, to compile my thoughts. That's the code you use to just, get off the radio, take a deep breath, compile your mindset, because you don't want to ramble on the radio. That's worse. Sounds like a mission to put on my server. Yeah, right, Vesper? You can always use other indicators to identify vehicles. That is true, Chow, but, when you're in the moment in a firefight, you're going to use the closest thing that you can, This is HICOM, send traffic, Kronos.
Be advised, if we were brave enough, would we be able to hit both the top of the facility and then try and make our way to any supply, or is it likely that QRF will get there beforehand? Over.
This is HICOM. We don't recommend hitting NX supply, but if you think you can take it, you're more than welcome to. We're just recommending you hit the entrance to Omicron and the any supply cache, but it is open world, so you do you.
Solid copy, HICOM.
Just do be advised, if they start getting mad, they'll probably use air support, and you are not within Barcelona's sphere of AA, so you're kind of on your own for that shit. How copy?
Solid copy, HICOM.
Translation: if they're too OP, I'm just gonna dick them with the Hornet, and nothing's gonna be able to save them other than pulling back. So do what I recommend, otherwise we might have a problem. T4 has a half duplex setting. What's half duplex? I don't know, I'm retarded. Reposting from above. Suppose the real life reason for it is because most modern radios send or receive at any given time, rather than be able to talk and listen simultaneously. You can. Let me think. I don't think standard TFAR has a half duplex setting. I think they're only full duplex, but I believe there was an op I did with the TFAR beta plugin that had half duplex settings. The main difference between Acre and TFAR is Acre you can get more complex with it, but with that complexity brings more more stuff you have to train people on. That's why I mainly use TFAR, because it's easier to teach people. Acre though I love because I love its radio sound. The little boop instead of the ch. I love it. I don't know why. I just absolutely love it. Alright, so they're starting to get close, so we are going to lift the side restriction, change side relations, hostile to, no radio message, so if they're spotted, they'll engage. Well, that happened, like, almost instantly. See, this is what I was talking about vanilla detection distances. See? Like, they weren't even in eyesight, and they insta-aggro. Like, that's how fucked this is at times. He's staring right at him. Yeah, they're gonna walk up to that.
Right on top of me.
No, I'm telling you, man, I saw something. It was like right next to that bush. Oh, yeah.
Copy.
And like that, the fight begins. Whiff a rocket over their heads. Grade A voice acting. Yeah, I try my best. Yeah, that wouldn't have knocked anyone out because those are more AT rockets, but now things are going to get a bit messy. I think Ed got mag dumped a little bit. Also, just in case, because they should all be... Give them their medical perms. Oh, that put me on the roof. Keck. Still on the roof. You gotta love these teleport settings sometimes, man. Whew. Fucking Phoenix got quick drawed there. Jesus Christ. This assassin does not fuck around. They're set to defend only now. Holy crap, this quick draw motherfucker. He gets dropped, but... $90, $35, $50, $50. Fuck me. I think Phoenix got like triple tapped there. Fuck. Sometimes it's difficulty, I swear it just, they go aimbot. crazy. But I'm going to start pulling an MG Warthog to come from about right here as the QRF. We are going to say insurrectionist cars, go to MG.
Standing by.
Send these guys up, and then in another few minutes I'll send up more reinforcements. I could have probably used that Warthog, actually.
Roger. Copy. Copy. Understood. On the way.
Give these guys a spread.
On the way.
Give it a few minutes too, and I'll send some air support out as well, but this is just to separate their pathing. So it's not all jumbled. Looks like they're moving on. They're going to go top side here. Now I'm thinking we can delete that group of dudes. I can delete that patrol, and I can delete all this for now because, you know, frames. I want to focus on the stuff down there, and I also have a Scorpion tank I can possibly deploy. Just keeping that guy there trying to box this in, you know? They're hopping over. They're trying to get up on the rocks, or at least Phoenix is. Now we're going to start popping flares. So let's see. Spawn. There's the LAAG firing off at Phoenix. Not the most accurate machine gun in the world. Getting shot at. Player's gonna land over here. Quiet needs to get out of that position.
Solid copy.
Yeah, I got those guys right there. So that flare can go out. They don't have a mortar, so they can't put a red flare up, which is their symbol for they're in trouble. Otherwise, infantry are coming around. I'm going to start organizing a truck of QRF to come in soon. But it's still going to be a little while. But it's going to be led by some battle jumpers. And they're going to be coming from that position over there. Just hold them there for now. Well, I'm going to probably send them over in about 5 or so minutes. Okay, I believe he's firing at Ed. Yep. He's backing off. His squad's coming in. This position might get ugly. I don't think Phoenix knows that this Warthog pulled up right here, but that could also be a potential pitfall. And then, you know, 5 minutes after these guys get in, I will send them through. But you can see them in the distance of my render. For now, they're just chilling. Worst comes to worst, I could also use artillery. But I'm going to pull something pretty fucking stupid. Ah, I hit the space bar. What the hell did they just use on me that dicked my health like that? I'm waiting to see a cook-off rocket fly into quiet. Yeah, no, I have no idea what dropped my health like that. I was expecting to get shot out of the cockpit because, you know, the window was right there, but I have no idea what they fired on me. I was thinking maybe they got into the turret and dunked me, but I would have heard an explosion. So it had to have been bullets. I don't know, I guess they used a pocket Spartan laser. Ah, fuck, so these guys got killed. But yeah, I think they got the message. Alright, let's send these guys up.
Roger that.
Hi, Com. This is Kronos 1 Romeo. Be advised, raid on Omicron successful. We also denied them a Pelican. We're trying to get back to base now. Over.
This is Highcom, solid copy. Good luck, out.
Roger. 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 Solid copy.
Sometimes you gotta waypoint them because their pathing gets really, really weird, which it still is.
Roger. Solid copy. Roger that. Roger. On the way.
Is that better? Yeah, that's better. So Phoenix is down. He's bandaging himself right there. More QRF coming in. I'm just going to set this as the get out mark, and they're going to go up the coast. Having them start to branch out, you know? They're gonna request a yellow flare gets popped. Yellow, I'm not gonna discuss what the flare colors mean. Figure out how to find that intel out later. Tell them we're yellow at this time. No sight on enemy. Search her out. Shit, he just got dropped. I see him. Oh.
On the way.
Eat shotgun and die.
Understood.
I got one over here.
Copy that.
Phoenix is alone. Spent too long bandaging.
Understood.
You hear those shots? Somebody get a red flare over here. I don't care how long it takes.
Will do.
Shit, he got Jimmy. Why is everyone named Jimmy in this damn thing? Shut up, Jimmy.
Understood.
Alright, that flare would be landing about now. Yeah, so I wonder if these guys are going to come back to assist. Oh my god, this truck is retarded. We're gonna say this truck is a bit closer by now.
On the way.
What the fuck? I don't know why there was a guy all the way over there, but now that...
Copy that.
Hell if I know. Can you just please go? It was being delayed because it was spawning a dude in the debug corner.
We'll go.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. Couldn't have gone far. Ugh. I see him!
Roger that. Roger.
Pop a frag! Frag out! Ah shit, there's more of them! When's backup getting over here for fuck's sake?
Roger.
Speaking of...
Copy.
Yo, Frank, backup says they just got off the pass! Ah shit, that... Battle jumpers, URF. Yeah, there's one of the jumpers. There's 4 of them in here, and they're pretty tanky motherfuckers. So I might actually, let's see. Let's get a squad of rogue marines.
Understood.
Transport, unload.
Copy that.
And then this guy we're gonna start staging. Here, let's teleport close and see if we can have a listen. Yep, so the other 2 came back. They're probably heavily wounded. If we were to look at Quiet, for example, her head's a bit injured. She just fixed that up. Oh, I could punch her. A boost. Swag. What's a battle jumper? It's an armored dude, kind of like an ODST. It's one of these guys. But it's the innies version. They're just they're trained elite troopers, really. They take like 3 extra bullets. True. But we're gonna request another flare. I don't give a shit. Hone in where they are and find them. I want them dead. Bringing some of the rogues in too. Yeah, there's a bunch of dead bodies over here. Clearly, there's an issue here, and it needs to be taken care of. Do you hear that? Gunfire!
Wilco.
That was a big fucking mistake. Yeah, I heard the gunfire from over here. Oh yeah, so it's definitely one of the bullets they're using. They're definitely fucking armed. They just shot down a pelican. I don't care. Go and kill them. Now.
On way.
I called another flare. It's gonna take a few seconds. So yeah, one of the types of ammo they're using is shooting down the Pelicans instantly. They run a few additional op tray mods, so it's probably one of those ammo types. Yeah, anti-material rifle stuff. It's one of the guns from one of their battle rifles called a Fafnir. It has some pretty nasty ammunition. So they're firing up at it now. Yeah, it's a bit more OP than I remember. A lot more OP than I remember. Yeah, definitely explains the Pelican earlier. But I think I've had enough. We're switching to it's artillery.
On the way.
Give it a minute, and then we'll repeat that fire mission if they're not far enough. But that's being handled by a different mortar, so this is all... Give it a few seconds in between each tube. And since we don't have that much on the server, it can handle a lot more. And I'll order it to cease because they're starting to get close. Oh, man. What's the server specs out of curiosity? I actually don't know, because we rent it out from Havoc. They give me a free 1 and 2 at 50% off per month, because I've got a deal with them. If you go to my videos and look in the description, I've got an affiliate link in there. But they were running an offer, like, years ago about, I think Phoenix is bandaging again. But if you were, you know, a YouTuber and you had X many subs, or you were a Twitch streamer and had X many followers, you know, you could have a chat with them, become an affiliate. And we did that, and that's how we got some free servers. Some free and discounted servers for a while. But yeah, so Phoenix, like, he's got 3 tourniquets on.
I think we're clear. Just get in the rib. We're clear at this
Yeah,
point.
so he's telling them just to get out.
I don't know that we came all the way around this high.
But I'm gonna have these guys keep, like, scanning up the coast. They're not gonna call in any more air support because it gets instantly shot down. Otherwise, I would have birds in the air and they might have spotted that rib and I would have blown it up. But yeah, it's...
Hi, Com. This is Kronos on Romeo. Hard copy.
This is Highcom Sun Traffic, Kronos.
Hi, Highcom. Basically, we're just wondering what our actual plan is. Is it to get the rib to a certain location, or just find somewhere safe?
Just get back here. Any means necessary. Vehicle, rib. Just get back to Barcelona. Out. Whew. Oh, Forensic is ghosting the chat? Keck. Or no, it's lurking. Lurking's the term. It's pretty funny. No, air support, I can't call in air support because, you know, they've got AA turrets everywhere. And also, they got the NX relay, which has a few AA turrets. And then this base over here also would have a few AA pieces. It's too risky. I'm not calling in any air support because we just lost a Pelican and a Hornet instantly. Because, you know, they're using bullets that are weird. Well, well, well. So this is an issue, because that boat can, like, instantly get destroyed. And it would kill him.
Roger.
So I'm trying to run him over to the coast. Setting the boat so it doesn't, like, get destroyed instantly. Because of how, in Op Tray, all the calibers are ridiculously big, 1 or 2 shots, even 1 shot, would insta-kill that boat. And I don't want to end the op like that, you know? So let's see, spawn, we're gonna get a flare. It's gonna be another few seconds. But yeah, this range, and he's flying evasive. I'm looking at one of those shots, way short. This is a mortar station coming from NX, by the way. They would have set one up by now. So they're trying to flare it off. When are you going to talk about your bad experience with Air Canada? I'll wait for the Air Canada op, which, by the way, the Air Canada op and the Area 51 op, those aren't happening Saturday. Kavias wants to use the slot because he's entitled to it because it's a bi-weekly thing, because I used mine last Saturday for some other stuff for the Fallout tests. So it's going to be done next week. Or I might have a chill 7 Days to Die stream sometime. Or no, maybe I'll discuss it during Contact DLC. I don't know. It will depend.
Understood? On the way.
Can have these guys try to run up the coast and catch up with it.
On the way. Roger.
Because they're going to be following it. But honestly, by the time they get with it, it should be good. But right now, they're just watching it. They're going to lose eyes in a second. I'm going to pull that tank out last second, though, and, like, spook them with it. Actually, we can just, we'll just index it. We'll say that tank, like, pulled around or something. Because it's just delaying the inevitable, and they're too close to friendly territory at that point, and it just gets messy. All forces at this time. This is HighCom. We are index. Prepare for server end.
Solid copy. Index, yay.
We'll just say they made it back. But this was supposed to be only like an hour and a half, and it's been about an hour and a half. So, good timing. Good timing. Yeah, right. 2D, you're already done with the Area 51. This is all just fine details, because I know you told me you weren't happy with how the map came out, but, you know, it's always better to do that. Alright. Quiet needs to jump up here, because she has her special TeamSpeak problems. Quiet, get your butt up the stairs. Rada.
Prada.
Okay. Alright, so, basically to TLDR all that, found the box truck.
Quiet.
Quiet!
Mute.
Quiet!
Thanks, quiet.
Do what your
Sorry.
name says.
Oh.
I'm gonna get yelled at later for that one.
Yes.
Anyway, you reconned Epsilon, found the box truck. Sorry, I forgot to mention, because I forgot for a bit. Colors are client side. So, you know,
Of course they are.
yay. Of course they are. So you went raided the other one. You didn't hit the cache area. That's fine. I forgot how OP the Fafnir was. I forgot it's like a pocket anti-air cannon.
Yeah.
That's stupid, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Oni bullshit. Yay.
I was originally telling Quiet to blow it up with explosives, and then it started taking off, and Phoenix just dumped it.
It's like the mosquito from Men in Black. It's this little mini pistol, and then it makes a massive fucking explosion. Sure, we'll go for it.
That's a noisy cricket.
It's a noisy cricket. Okay, my bad. Anyway, good job. So I'll roll over the stuff for next Monday for them. You made your distraction because you made the battle jumper guys come out, and there were some of them were shooting at you as you were extracting, and yeah, fun shit. So hope you had fun. We'll be back next Tuesday or Wednesday and for another mission.
Thanks for
Yay.
running this, Liru. It was fun. I know you sound quite tired, and you probably are, but
no problem.
Thank you. Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, I hope everything goes well on the
Please no
TSB side.
abandon us.
Yeah, please no abandon.
But I already told Quiet I'm gonna keep doing this till the 16th of September, and then I'll abandon you. Yay!
Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. Love you.
No problem.
Or
So we have till then to get us all back in and extremely active again.
Exactly.
have
That's your
to-
deadline. Good
well,
luck.
I had fun limping around trying to escape.
Yeah, that was great. We got to bully Phoenix.
Phoenix, man, you
That was
need to
mean.
like work on
Well,
your
you
comms a
just
bit.
like you all yeeted off, and I was
You
still on top of
ditched
the.
him.
I was still on top of the rock, and I jumped off the rock, which knocked myself unconscious
Good job.
for like 10 seconds, and then I woke up and I looked at my motion tracker, and both of you were just like already like 200 meters away. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm getting out of this on my own. And then there was like 6 guys that just walked up. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a fun fight to get out with my
Yeah.
leg broken already.
Also, Liru, how long were you gonna give me before you shot me when I was in that bush? Because you
Well,
got
so
like within 10
I
feet.
have how I normally do ops is I have blue 4 and op 4 set to friendly because I want to decide when contact starts. But the guy literally was patrolling. He looked over, switched to his secondary, and looked right at me. I'm like, okay, he sees something. So I teleported over and said, yeah, I swear there was something in this bush. And then you start dropping me, except for one guy. And then I aggroed them and he shot, and then that's what kicked off the AO.
Yeah, I missed a handful of shots and it just fucked me completely at the end there. I nearly killed that entire squad though if it wasn't for that. Oh,
That's alright.
that was
Anyway,
bullshit.
BRB 1 sec.
Yeah.
So, for the rest of the day, we do have the 506 stuff. The Mass Effect, I think it's the second to last mission tonight. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2D's given me the map, as gave me a write-up that I'll follow, and we'll do that, and then its finale will be in 2 weeks. I'm kind of glad that stuff's ending, because I don't want a Zeus like that again, where I off-source the map and the write-ups, because it feels so hollow to Zeus out of that, but, you know, we'll be doing that, and I think that'll be it for the day. So anyway, yeah, 2D, the map, you sent me the map, right? Map better be ready. Better be ready. Rude. I've told you guys, it's tonight. Fuck's sake, I even pushed it off from last week. But I digress. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. And cheers. Have a good one.